Where are we right now?
Having late lunch.
And how do you feel about the motorcycle? It's cool?
Fun.
Are you scared?
No anymore.
No?
I used to be.
Was it delicious?
It was really good.
And what's that?
I don't know what it's called.
In English we call it diarrhea. Nice. It's satay.
Well, you're my only ocean. I tried to go Monday, but you wouldn't go. I tried to go Tuesday, but you didn't show.
We just found out we can use our Thai cellular data because we're about 4 or 5 kilometers away from the border. How was the shower?
Oh, it was so cold. We hope we have a hot water tomorrow.
I hope so. So, do you know where we are right now?
So we stopped in Naksay and we're gonna head to the national park tomorrow. We have so much traffic, so it takes like extra hours to get here.
We could barely breathe, right?
It was really bad. I was so stressed. I was scared.
What do you think about this town?
It's very small.
Very
No
small.
foreigners. And people watch us very weird way.
What do you think about talking to the locals?
It's funny.
It's funny.
Because people think I'm Lao.
Yeah.
And they expect me to speak Lao. But you speak Lao.
Yeah.
And people don't expect you to speak Lao. So
And they're like super confused, right? What do you think of Lao people?
they're sweet.
They are very sweet, aren't they?
It's too sweet.
It's too sweet? Is this your first coffee in a bag?
Yeah, I think so.
I can see you're really taking on board the conservative Lao dress code.
Yes.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Is that shitty little Vietnamese motorcycle? Technically, on our paperwork, I own now. It's pretty weak. Doesn't go very fast, but does the job. This is our really safe work. And this is my knot tying skills.
We forgot to study last night.
We meant to look it up, but
Yeah.
and now we have shitty knots again that are really hard to untie. We'll find a new one and we'll fix it up.
I'll bet good money, I'll bet some beautiful money that we could agree with anybody here to disagree. That we could get up from the table and nobody would know. You could
Motorbike crash, right? And we can see I'm filthy. Like my shoes. These are black shoes. And those are white shoes, but not anymore. They're just red. Was that your first motorcycle crash?
Yeah, it was.
And how was it?
I was scared.
Yeah, we were only going like 3 kilometers an hour. Maybe 4. So we got stuck in the sand and it just the bike just went over, and then we couldn't start it for a second, so we were a bit worried, but it came through. We're okay. The bike's okay. It's got a little bend on one of the pegs, but apart from that, it's perfectly fine. Like you turn and nothing happens. You just start like sliding everywhere, you know.
so many people. It must be good to be somebody, good to be somebody they know. And the fastest of friends, the fastest of friends, I'm sure will all be the fastest of friends, the fastest of friends, I'm sure will remain.
Oh, my eyeballs. I'm pretty scared of you.
Yeah.
so clean. Or should I sharpen arrows at their family trees? 'Cause I know no quicker way, dear, to the shiny gates of hell than a room full of handsome devils, comparing everything to everything.
We've been riding. It's getting late now. We're trying to get to the next city, but I keep getting bugs in my eyes and my ears, and they're just fucking everywhere. Like these tiny little gnats fly directly into your eyeballs at like 50 kilometers an hour, and it hurts. It really hurts. Why are you crying?
In my eyes.
There's so many fucking bugs, right? So, where are we right now? You can't even see anything. There's like a petrol station. We're in the middle of nowhere, basically.
What are you?
You can pick these sticks up at like any corner in Laos, and basically it's to scare the dogs. So if you ever see dogs around, you just look on the corner on the floor, there'll be sticks about this long. You don't have to use them, you just carry them, and the dogs chill out, you know? They stop having a problem with you. You're about to try your first Laos sometime? I asked them not spicy. Is it spicy?
Yeah.
Seriously? I told them not spicy.
You can tell them. Right after you come.
Getting some coffees at the moment. Coffees and cigarettes to get ready for our day. Do you know where we are right now? Pretty sure it's Pakistan. So there's like people that actually live here and have shops and stuff, which is nice. We spent ages getting back here. At nighttime, like you can't see anything. Like you're riding, and then people come with their high beams on, and you don't even know if you're still on the road. You just can't see anything. So we're gonna make a really big effort not to ride at night again. It's just so dangerous.
So we are going to where today?
So we're gonna try and change the plan a bit. So we're gonna like try and make a lot of distance today. We're gonna try and go all the way to Vientiane, and then all the way to the 4,000 Islands the next day. And then on the way back, we're gonna like go a bit slower and see some of the sights. I've been to Vientiane before, it's not that great. Hopefully we can keep going, but like I'm really sore.
This is a noodle.
Yeah?
What's noodle they say? Baked banana.
Okay.
And this is like random fries.
Yeah, fried stuff. It's like
Fly.
it's like bread, I think.
This is, I don't know what it's called.
We need to eat. We went to a little restaurant. I eat off the street all the time, but that looked fucked up. Like we would probably die if we ate it. How is it? Do you remember how much we paid for this?
5,000.
Yeah. And do you remember how to say it in Lao?
Pan.
Pan is right, yeah.
5 is 4 pan.
Ha. Ha pan.
4 pan.
What does ha mean?
5.
Yeah. And how do you say 555?
Ha ha ha.
What's so funny?
It's 20 seconds till the last call. Going hey, a lie now, you know it's easy. I like when it all all alone, and I'll be anything you ask and more. Going hey, it's not a miracle we need it, and no, I wouldn't let you think so. Fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it.
So we've been riding since 10 in the morning. Do you know what time it is? How do you feel after that massive ride?
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Yeah, our whole face is like disgusting and dirty, but we get these 2 spots. There was one truck, remember that? We were just riding along like pretty fast, and this truck went by, and it was just like a wall of wind. It was so scary. I don't even know what happened still.
After that, every time the big truck passed by us, I have to hold tight. I was so scared. I like sunset in Laos. So beautiful.
Yeah, it's-
So big, so bright.
So the plan for tonight, I think, is we both need to like wash the shit off our faces. have a shower.
We missed the funny English accent.
It's coming.
Yeah, it'll come.
Here we go.
My lord.
Stood out there in the covering, in the baskings of a holy night, and I was lucid and conscious, and hovering like
We're just checking it now.
มันนี่แหละสั่งเป็น
ร้านที่ไหนอ่ะ
มีร้านซ่อมรถอยู่ข้างหน้า
โอเค
ขอบใจ So
Okay, so he's saying there's like a shop up there, and they have oil. This is what passes for a mechanic shop that's in Laos. I don't know if you can notice. There's not a lot going on. I'm not even sure if anyone's here. So we're gonna try and find him and try to figure out how to ask him for oil, because I don't know how to talk about motorbike parts in Laos. Bye. So like, I don't know if this is the dude or some random. Okay, it's some random. He's like calling him out for us. I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't actually know yet. He's like helping us out. He's seen us, like he drove past and then he came back.
Really?
We were looking for someone, yeah. So like they're really nice like that.
yeah.
So that was my terrible attempt at like saying I don't have any oil. I don't know how this is gonna go. And I don't know how much they're gonna ask for. I don't think it'll be much. So at the moment we are in the middle of nowhere in southern Laos, like a very, very small town. And we filled up on gas, and yet again the only thing on the menu is noodle soup. So they like, every time we get it, the pork is barely cooked at all. Like it's seared on the outside and then the inside's like pink. So Yuka's eating it, but I'm not gonna eat any of the meat, and hopefully I'll be okay. But I keep having flashbacks to like Cambodia, where I ate some slightly undercooked meat and I nearly died from like renal failure.
Really?
Yeah, I was in hospital for like weeks. Yeah, I was fucked up.
Oh my god, that scares me.
We were on the road for a few hours. This is our last decent stop before we get there. And we found there's a guest house right at the port. So if we don't make the last boats, we can stay at the guest house without having to worry about coming like backtracking. And we're the only foreigners here. Like literally in this half of Laos.
People look like they never saw foreigners.
We're at like a pretty much abandoned gas station. I've started feeling a bit sick. I think I'm gonna be fine. But just in case, I thought it would be a great time to teach Yuka how to ride the bike in case I get fucked up. Update, because I wasn't feeling well at the service station. I thought it might be food poisoning. And luckily it wasn't. I was completely fine. I think it was just too much heat, too much coffee. I was like dehydrated. So we just relaxed in the shade for a bit, and during that time I taught you how to ride a semi-automatic motorbike. If anything happens to me at any point and I can't ride for whatever reason.
And I wanna try a little bit.
Yeah. So on the way back,
Yeah.
we're gonna switch for a bit.
When we were parking at the gas station, 7 years old lady, 7 years old lady start holding the bike, and then
Yeah, like a 7-year-old girl. She like grabs this motorbike, spins it right around. She was a tiny little girl.
Yeah, but she was so confident and she was so serious. She has so serious face.
Yeah,
And
starts the bike. She
starts
could
the
barely
bike.
put her feet on it and she's like rides off and like the mum didn't even care.
Oh, sorry. It's really good.
Kasong or something is the port where we take the boat to the island. I don't know if we can like leave our bike there or if we can take it on board with us. Like we have no idea and we just haven't planned it. But we figured people who've been there before with bikes,
Yeah.
they gotta have some kind of
It
system.
should be fine.
It's gonna be just like the rest of the trip, completely unplanned.
Even flying at the speed of light reaches high enough for you. Open up the ocean, jump on in. The masters of the coastlines beckoning. Fold my only life and sink or swim through the everlasting walls begin.
So we've been having a conversation. They're very nice. They said, which is like Laos for beautiful. They're very shy boys.
Yeah.
Are you tired? Look. He's 10 years old. How many?
Chip.
10 as well. They're both 10.
You're so cute.
I don't know if girlfriends.
Oh.
The
We're ferrying the bike over. We didn't really want to take it. We don't really care. But the thing is, there was a guy at the front of the office. And he was like, "Hey, over here, the bike's over here." And we didn't know if it was parking or what. And hopefully, like, they didn't tell us how much it is either. So we're really hoping I'm not going
We didn't check anything, the flights and destination. We just got on that boat and
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen now. Hopefully we don't get mafia. Little Betsy here made it all the way from Vientiane to Don Det, and I'm very happy that we made it. And I'm kind of surprised it didn't shit itself on the way. But it did a good job. We got here alive. I'm happy. We finally made it to Don Det.
And time moves slow and certainly we got no place to be. Where there's love, there is life, there's a hope and a dream. This is the place for you and me. We can go.
It's super cool here. I was really worried that it was going to have changed because I haven't been here in like 6 years. And I thought it was maybe like super touristy. It's a little bit more developed. They got a few more roads and stuff, but it's still pretty much the same place it was, which is really, really cool. So it's still kind of like a hidden gem. Yuka's a bit brain dead right now. We're both pretty sunburnt as well, so I think we need some good food. We need some massages. We need some fruit shakes. What do you think about this island so far?
awesome.
Awesome.
I think I like this place.
This is one of my favorite spots in the whole world. Like out of everywhere I've been, this place is definitely right up there, and I'm so happy to be back. It's been so long.
We can get higher over the mountain. We're falling, life keeps calling.
The story is we're on the bike sometimes, and because it's so loud, we can't talk at all. And there was this one truck, and we just talked about it. I think it was yesterday. It was like, because there's so many things that happen, we forget to talk about everything.
Yeah.
And there's this one truck, and he's just carrying like a truckload of fucking sand, and there's no cover on top. Like like the truck was huge, and there was like a little piece of cloth like tied on top.
Yeah.
And like I got no visor on the helmet, neither does she. And we're just riding along, there's just sand all in our eyes, and I couldn't see anything. It hurt so much. And we're like look around you. There's fucking sand everywhere. Like, what do you need sand for? And like this guy, he's gonna get to wherever he's going, and he's gonna be like, where'd all the sand go? You know, like it all blew off the back of the truck directly into my eyeballs, you know. And like we weren't.
It was like not only the top, it was also the bottom.
Yeah, he was coming out of everywhere. What does he need sand for? That's what I want to know. What do you think of it so far? It's your first time here.
It's really cool.
What about the two kids that tried to rob us?
They asked me to give them money.
One kid had this big stick blocking the whole road. He was just holding it.
Yeah.
And he's like, you gotta pay. And this other kid came out with like a bottle of petrol. And these kids were like, right, maybe like 4. One kid had a full chest hat. I was like, what the fuck? These kids are hardcore. I really don't want to fuck with these kids. As soon as we got off the boat, it was just like hitting a wave of weed smoke. Everybody's here is high. Everybody's got dreadlocks.
Have you told them? Have you told them?
We're on Don Island at the moment, sitting in these free bungalows. They just built them and like anyone can use them. There's a pool table in a bungalow over here. So you can play pool and overlook like this amazing landscape. It's like waterfalls and stuff. Anywhere in Laos, all these little animals just come out of nowhere and they're like super friendly. They just want to chill. Okay, so our guide is like guiding us back to our hotel. I'll go up a bit. Oh shit, we got this crazy bridge. Wait. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god, I'm not holding anything.
Whoa, one of the logs came off. Fuck. Alright, so you can't see him, he's like gone ahead of us. The dog was guiding us home. He'll be just ahead of us.
Perfect. Can't see.
Your first bit of driving, how was it?
It's great. I was scared.
You were scared?
Every time car passed by me, or like we got a car behind of us, I was scared.
Yeah. So we got some more local Lao puppies. Everywhere we stop there's like really friendly puppies. Alright, so we got our last actual meal before we head on the road, where we probably won't find any Western food again until we get back to Vientiane. So we're trying to fatten up because we're going to be living off noodles for the next week. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
Yes, nothing but noodles for a week. It's going to be great. What you doing? So fucking cold. We saw a fire and we had to stop. Look at the islands.
Really cool. Nobody cares anything.
This guy working at the bar, he was like from England. He was a really nice guy. And he went to serve a table next to us and they ordered happy pizza, which is like pizza with like weed all over it basically. And he brought up the pizza and the guy was like, do you want a slice? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? And just like ate a slice of weed pizza while he was on his work shift. One of the women we spoke to offered me her 15-year-old daughter. She was like, you know, I'll give her to you. You can have my 15-year-old daughter. It's like, thanks. Like, I've already got a girl. She's above 18 as well, which is nice. But I appreciate the offer. But like, that's not even weird. I've been offered daughters like in every country I go to in Asia, except Japan.
Except for Japan.
Yeah. We had to get someone to help us with the bike on the boat again. So I was freaking out. The guy's like, you have to do it yourself. And I'm like, bro, this is fucked up. Like, I'm definitely going to drop the bike in the ocean, in the river. It's not going to work out well. Like, someone's got to do it. This is fucking crazy. Like, there's a tiny little ramp that like flips up when you drive over it and shit. And so we got someone to do it. And the guy didn't even start the motorbike. He just rolls it down the hill and like does a little jump onto the boat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it didn't even start the bike. We got back, we drove all the way to, was it Paksay? Yeah, Paksay, right? And you drove some of it for like an hour. How was that?
I feel very good about the fact that I can drive.
And you did it with 2 bags on the back and me. And we were riding along, both of us were just freezing, and we saw this kid with like a big bonfire, and I went to the wrong side of the road and like slammed on my brakes and pulled over. We were like just warming our hands up on the fire. And this kid was like, what the fuck are these people doing? There was a part when we were coming here where we hit a crossroads and we didn't know which way to go. My phone was dead and your phone was just not working, GPS and stuff. And luckily I was able to ask a guide in Laos. I was like, do you know where this city is? And like, which road do I have to take? And I pronounced the city completely wrong because I can only read it in English and I don't know the Lao pronunciation because I've never heard it before. But yeah, it's like Padang or something like that. And basically, yeah, he gave me directions, so we got there without the phone, which is really cool. I was like happy about that. It's always like a good backup just to be able to ask directions.
Just watching the world go by. Is something wrong? You don't look like you're having fun. The road is long. Gotta let go of the things you've done.
The bike because my bum is really sore and I need to give my bum a 5-minute break. And there's all these locals over here. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like yelling to the other people on the other side of the road about us, and they just assume we don't understand. So they're saying, oh look, the white man's here and blah blah blah, and then they think you're Korean. He's got a Korean girl. The white man's got a Korean girlfriend.
I can never be a Japanese girl in Laos. People think I'm Lao usually, but this time they think I'm Korean.
Yeah, you're Korean today.
Yeah, it's closer to Japan at least.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's better than Lao, right?
I'm getting better now.
And we're surrounded by little chickens.
Chickens? Hmm?
Oh, she's saying about you not wearing pants.
Why?
Are you taking a video?
Yeah?
Yeah, so she's saying if you wear shorts like that, you'll go black.
Yeah. I go back. That's cool.
She's saying you'll be black like her.
That's cool. Why?
Eyeball.
No.
Oh, she says not beautiful. Okay, now bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. Kapjoy. Bye, chickens.
So long to everyone, 'cause they don't know who we are. Telling you sorry, but you'll have to break their heart. Sister, you're old enough to take the wheel and drive. Your hands, your heart, your eyes have made me realize. I hear your call. All of my senses are turned on. We're on a road. Suddenly earth is far below. We prefer good love to go, and the remains of rock and roll. When the moment's right, in the middle of the night, we can all see the way to go. Can't you see me floating for a stay?
There it is.
Okay, so we didn't update for like 2 days. We stayed in a city just north of Paksay, and then we did like a massive drive all the way to Takek, which was like 200.
Tiring.
Yeah, all day. 200 and.
And I had a bad mood all day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was like 270 kilometers, and it was crazy. And we were going like super fast, but we didn't die, so that's good. As soon as we were riding out of town, I got caught by the police. I was riding up to a red light, and I rode too far. I went like over the line, and then I couldn't see the lights because they're only above you. They don't have the second set of lights. I kind of just had to like run a red light, otherwise it's gonna be stuck there. And then I ran the red light, and as soon as I went across, there was like a police station on the corner of the intersection that I didn't even notice. So they pull me in, and Yuko was getting all worried, and she was like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Don't worry, let me handle it." So I get pulled into the office, and they're like, "We want to see the certificate and stuff." So I showed them the certificate and told them I own the bike, even though I don't. And they're like, "Okay, you ran the red light, you parked on the crosswalk." So that's like 2 crimes there, and like they're like, "Show us your international license," and I don't have one. "Okay, show us your certificate for the motorbike," and I showed them. "Okay, so you bought the bike in Vietnam," and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't." And they were like, "So where's your customs certificate thing for bringing it over the border?" And I was like, I pretended not to understand what they were saying, and I was like, "Okay, so we've committed all these crimes. You know, we don't have any of the correct paperwork. I don't even have a license. Not to mention we had like an ounce of weed on us at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. I started talking to him and I was like to the guy, you know, are you from here? Like all in Laos. I'm like, do you live around the city? And he's like, yeah, you speak Thai as well, don't you? And I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, you know, do you live there? And I was like, yeah, I've been there for a few months. And I was like, have you been there? I started like having a full conversation, being all friendly and stuff. And he's like, show me your license. And I showed him and he's like, ooh. And I was like, "Law, man, like handsome photo, what do you think?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're very handsome." I started saying all this bullshit, basically like RE means international license, but they issue it different in Australia and they put it on your actual license, even though RE just means like you have like your motorcycle P plates or some shit like that. So I just bullshitted the whole thing.
Oh my god.
And then he started pulling me up on all the other paperwork and he's like, we need to write this down, we need to put it in the book, and you don't have the paperwork, you know, there's all sorts of trouble for that. And I was like, oh, come on. And then they were like, you just pay us like 50,000 and then we'll call it quits. And I was like, oh, come on, man. I don't have that kind of money. That's a lot, dude. It's really expensive. It's not. I can totally afford that. Come on. That's a bit much. How about this? I'll give you guys 10,000, which is like, what's that, like $1? He's asking for like 10 bucks. I'm like, I'll give you like $1.50. And he's like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And I was like, all right. I was like, do you smoke? And he's like, no. And I asked the other guy, the one that seemed to like me a lot, and I was like, do you smoke? And he's like, yeah, I smoke. And I was like, I tell you what, I got a really nice pack of Marlboros, the real ones, not the copies, you know, because Marlboro is seen as the best cigarettes. And I was like, okay, I'll give you the Marlboros like for free. Don't worry, like nothing to do with this. I'll just give them to you for free because you're a nice guy. Hey, free na, may say copy. Hey, free pa wapin konseidi. It's like, because you're such a nice guy, I'll give you these for free. And I went to the bike and luckily I had them on me. I pulled out like a brand new pack and I gave it to him and showed him like that they're the official cigarettes and stuff. And he's like, oh, thanks. That's really nice. I'm like, hey, no problem. So, all right, let's get back down to it. So what do you guys want to do? And they gave me the stuff back. They're like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. And I was like, cheers, guys. No problem. And they like took a photo of us. They're like, where are you from? I was like, she's from Japan. Yeah. And yeah, it all worked out really well. I knew what I had to do. I've done this before and I was like, pretty lucky that I could bribe them just with a pack of cigarettes, which cost me like maybe 15,000. So yeah, you just gotta smile the whole time.
I was very worried when they called us on the road. But it ended up like they are taking photo of us and saying, oh, you guys looks nice on photo.
Oh yeah, and they had a photo of us illegally in the middle of the intersection. Like they took the photo on their phone from the cop station because they were literally like right there. And yeah, it looked hilarious. Just me and her on the bike like in the middle of the road. It took about 20 minutes, but I just like smooth talked the whole thing and we didn't even have to pay a bribe in the end, just gave them a pack of cigarettes and they were cool. How good was that last cave we went to? Not Kong Law, the other one.
The other one we found randomly?
Yeah, we found like this cave. It was like one of the most amazing I've ever seen in my whole life. I've never seen anything like it. It was insane.
It was really beautiful. Nobody was there. And it was big. And
it was crystal clear water. You could see the fish, you could see all the insects. There was beaches in there and it was like so, it was like walking into a refrigerator. It was so hot outside and then going in there, it was like nice and cool. Had a plan to go to Kong Law on the bike, but it was like too far and we knew it was too far.
we start riding the bike maybe after 3 o'clock and arrived in Laos around 6:30.
Yeah, like right when the sun was going down. From Laos to the road that leads down to Kong Law was
takes like
insane. Yeah, there was like all these trucks that had rolled over and like fell off the cliffs, and like there was probably about 100 trucks all just stopped on the road. You had to weave in and out of them on the wrong side and stuff, and like it was insane. And the whole way up, I was in like either first, sometimes if I was lucky,
But I
second
can
gear.
tell that it must be beautiful if we drive in the
Yeah, I've done that.
daytime, right?
It's very beautiful in the daytime.
But worth it, we went to Congo next day.
And then we found that family that gave us some snacks. So we're at we're on the way to Konglao Caves, and we just started asking around like, where's the food? We need some for tonight. And this family is like super cute. They're really nice, and they're like taking photos with us and stuff. Really cool.
Tết khao phật lại mi mực มันจะเป็นร้านใหญ่
They were like, oh, you know, there's like a huge restaurant up at the cave and stuff. It'll be open now. And I was like, oh, we better take the snacks just in case, because I don't trust our people. They always like close their shops so early. And I was like, I don't want to risk it. We'll take the snacks just in case. And luckily we did. That's all we had to eat.
Yeah,
And everything
we
was
were lucky.
closed. We got a nice little place, nice little
Yeah, it was
bungalow.
really nice hostel. The accommodation we ever had on this trip.
Yeah, and we had like a hammock on the back porch, like overlooking all these fields, all the mountains in the background. And I was like chilling there at night, and the fucking buffalo came running at me. The hammock hangs over the end of the porch, like half on, half off the porch. And the buffaloes, what are they called, horns, they're like at the level of my ass, and it's like running towards me, and I jumped out of that hammock so fucking quick. And then we took some videos of it.
Yeah, you called me and I went there and there was a
I was
huge
like,
buffalo.
there's a buffalo outside the door.
It was
Are you
really...
sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Come have a look.
I was in the bathroom while you was like, hey, do you want to see buffalo?
But it seemed like pretty relaxed as far as like standing, you know, a meter away from the buffalo. As relaxed as you can be. And then the next day we went to the caves.
Yep.
And I've already seen it. What did you think about the caves?
Oh, it was really beautiful.
It's a massive cave, and it's basically like almost, I mean, it must have been more than 10 stories high at some points, and like really low at some points, and there's a river running through the whole thing. It's 7 kilometers long. We took the boat all the way to the other side, but it's a village, and we chilled
But you
in the
can
village.
see anything inside because it's very dark. But we can get a headlight.
And then on the way back, I started to feel a little bit weird. I didn't want to say anything, so I didn't want to make you go worried.
I feel a little bit sick.
I was thinking maybe it was something to do with being in the caves for so long because it's so moist down there. Like I was trying to think of all these excuses apart from actually being sick, and everything was just perfectly planned. And then yeah, we started like feeling really bad.
You look really sick.
We started to panic a little bit because there's no hospitals
I
there.
was really panicking and I got like anxiety. That makes me more sick.
I ended up like asking the women who worked at the cafe in Laos if they had like any medicines and all that sort of stuff, and they brought over some like a plastic bag full of medicine, and it worked. We kind of started feeling okay in the morning, and I was like, let's do it. Like I kept saying like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
And you were so stressed out in the morning.
Yeah.
All day.
So we did about 300 kilometers on the bike within the space of about 5 hours. That's including breaks, just full throttle.
And
It was
I
insane.
was grabbing
Yeah.
sides and hoping nothing bad is gonna happen to us, like falling down, accidents.
On that shit little bike, we were just like on the bumps in the road, we were just bouncing in the air and shit, like, and you know, just swaying. Oh, it was insane. And I'm still covered in shit.
But we made it. We cannot believe this.
Yeah, it's incredible. So we rode all the way there, and we just got off the bike. I was like, give me my fucking passport, we're getting the fuck out of here. We got a tuk-tuk, and we were just dying in the heat, and got a tuk-tuk to the border. We left Laos, We got a bus over the bridge to Thailand. We crossed the Thai border, and then we jumped in a van, and now we're at the airport. More bugs on me. Get off me. And it has just been one fucking hectic day, and we missed our flight. That's the first time I've ever missed a flight.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We booked the flight on the van. When we on the way
On the van to the
airport.
We can have a shower, which is going to be amazing. At home, I'm going to be home. I'm going to have a real shower, clean clothes. But yeah, finally we're here in Thailand. Thank Christ for that. I miss Thailand so much. I'm so glad I don't have to speak Lao anymore. I can just speak Thai.
Maybe next time we're gonna do this. When we're gonna do this, we should have much more time.
The last bit of driving we did was absolutely insane, and I promised I will never ever do that again. It's a cool story, but fuck. We nearly died.
Yeah.
But we're alive somehow, and we're at the airport, and we're somehow able to catch one of the last flights out of here. And we can go home. I'm so happy. Thank God.
You never said a word, you didn't send me